So, everybody, good morning. Welcome to our beautiful talk. As promised, that we would do something good for our well-being. Today, I'm here with Professor Charlotte from Denmark, all the way. And Professor Charlotte is a medical doctor, first of all, and she's also a expert in science of creative intelligence, a teacher, certified teacher of Transcendental Meditation. She has previously worked in the area of hematology at the most renowned hospital in Denmark and has specialized in Maharishi Ayurveda and Vedic medicine since 1983. And let's hear from Dr. Charlotte. She has done many other things, but we will let her speak how she thinks that with her expertise knowledge, how we can elevate Suriname's well-being of the Suriname people. So we will talk about health, wellness, our bliss.
Yeah,
Yeah. So how are you doing today?
I'm so happy to be speaking to you and to Suriname.
Grateful. So, first of all, you are an expert in Maharishi Ayurveda, and you have a background of medical science, which is um, which is all this Western medicine that is tested and works kind of for people. I think people believe it works. What do you think? How do you think this can be? How can this be utilized with the modern science? How can this be utilized? The Ayurvedic knowledge. How can that be utilized
That
in?
is a very good question. Actually, according to modern medicine and the statistics, the most important health problem that we're facing is basically stress. And all the studies have shown then that 80% of all disease are either caused by stress or made worse by stress. So stress is the most important element. And when we talk about stress, we are talking about, of course, being in a hurry, but also mental stress, emotional stress, social stress in relationships with family and friends and colleagues, and societal stress, environmental stress. So stress is at many, many different levels. So that is definitely in modern medicine, we have focused on that and we have identified the most important problem for health. So how do we solve it? Modern medicine does not have a large successful program to handle stress because stress is getting worse and worse and worse in society. And here is where Maharishi Ayurveda can help, because Maharishi Ayurveda has very effective tools for management of stress, prevention of stress, and management of stress. And the most important area is transcendental meditation. That has been shown in more than 600 studies worldwide to be an effective technique to reduce the amount of stress mentally, emotionally, physically, and environmentally. The sound was disappearing.
So sorry. Thank you for that beautiful answer. I was on mute. Thank you. So, Ayurveda is a beautiful science. Although Ayurveda is a science, and in Maharishi's technology, we work with um, how to eliminate stress. So, how do we eliminate stress is with the Maharishi's number one technique, and that is transcendental meditation. So that link is so important. Can you tell us more about this in medical?
Yes, I really would like to tell you because Transcendental meditation is by far the most effective technique for reducing stress. And it is actually so much evidence for that now that the American Heart Association is including transcendental meditation named specifically in the national guidelines for 2025 as the most effective technique and the most evidence based technique for reducing and preventing stress. So it is mentioned as a stress management technique that is useful in any case of stress, stress-related symptoms, stress-related disease, and stress-related conditions, for example, cardiovascular disease. So what we want to do is we really would like to implement more with transcendental meditation, also because it's so easy. It is so simple. Just finding a place to sit down, close the eyes, wait a few minutes, and then start the techniques. After just a few minutes, then the mind and the whole nervous system is immediately relaxing. So there is stillness getting into the mind and consciousness.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. So it's very simple, actually. How do you think we can bring to this to the officials of Suriname? How do we think? How can we do this? How we can make it happen?
I think the best is to understand, first of all, how to work with the political system. It means meeting the individual politicians and in presenting that program for them, and even offering them that they can learn transcendental meditation so they can get a direct experience. And once they have a direct experience, of this stillness, this moment in the day that is like a mini holiday, and they completely relax in that time and find freedom from stress, then they're going to be more interested also to implement in society.
Beautiful.
So, how do we get the politicians to be interested in this? We simply present a research, and we also need to um, we need to appreciate what the politicians are doing rather than criticizing them. So when we meet with them before and after, very important to appreciate what they are doing. They have difficult jobs. They are trying to manage so many different interests in society, and everyone is doing their best. So we need to appreciate that. And when they feel appreciated, they also understand that TM is really a technique to move forward to more success, to more happiness, and to better health.
Beautiful. I love this foundational explanation of Maharishi Ayurveda. Now let's move to Ayurveda itself. What can Ayurveda do for a country that is about to expand in more material wealth? What is the link? How can we say, okay, Ayurveda can help me? What are your thoughts on that?
So, Maharishi Ayurveda is a complete system of healthcare from ancient India, and it includes more than 40 different approaches to health that are natural. They don't have any negative side effects, but they actually have positive side benefits. And when a country is at the point of expanding and becoming more abundant materialistically, there is going to be more resources to implement Maharishi Ayurveda. Here we would like to offer the programs that we have in Maharishi Ayurveda for diet, a healthier lifestyle, but also treatments. We have effective treatments for those who are suffering from imbalances. We have panchakarma treatments that we can offer. It means treatments in a clinic with massage and warm treatments. It's like a spa treatment. And we also have all kinds of different therapies that are energy medicine. For example, light therapy, sound therapy, aromatherapy. And again, as I mentioned, herbal therapy and massage therapy. This is going to be very effective. It's very gentle. It works with nature. So it's not a quick fix, but it works slowly over time. And it really improves health. It is health promoting, happiness promoting, and it is also even giving a better fortune for those who are involved in Maharishi Ayurveda.
Thank you
And
so much.
also, I want to may I just add one point?
Yes, please.
That those who work with Ayurveda, the doctors, the nurses, the attendants, all these professional staff, they are having a much easier life with Maharishi Ayurveda because they don't get tired anymore. They get full of energy, happiness. The more they work, the happier they get, the more energy they have. So this is also a technology for those who are in the health profession to not feel any burnout, but to really feel that they are advancing in life, moving to more success and happiness.
Beautiful. Thank you. I should have asked this question in the beginning, but I'm gonna ask it now. What is the
Yeah.
main difference between Maharishi Ayurveda and Ayurveda? I think you have already said it, but I just wanted to encapsulate it and put the more attention on it.
That is a very good question. We have Ayurveda, general Ayurveda, and then we have Maharishi Ayurveda. Now, Ayurveda, as such, is the ancient system of healthcare from India. It has been preserved for thousands of years. But what happens in thousands of years is that some of the knowledge, some of the technologies, they get a little bit maybe distorted or misunderstood or just slight changes over time, over time. It means it is losing its effectiveness. So it's not quite as effective as it could be. And also, we have to understand that Ayurveda, the term Ayurveda, is not a protected title. It doesn't have copyright. And for that reason, when we're using the term Ayurveda, it could be anything. Anyone can mix anything and have their own personal philosophy and say this is Ayurveda, or they can have reflexology, shiatsu massage, or any kind of healing, and they can say this is Ayurveda. There is not a specific definition of Ayurveda. So it's basically a hodgepodge. It's like a mix of all kinds of things. It can be a mix of all kinds of things. So that is one area. And then on the other area, we have Maharishi Ayurveda, which is a system developed by Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, who is the founder of Transcendental Meditation. And what he did was he spent about 50 years working with the top experts in India on how to restore Ayurveda in its original value. It means what we have in Maharishi Ayurveda is a genuine, it's the original, it's what has been practiced from the ancient times in India with no distortions, no pollutions, no misunderstanding, the pure Vedic knowledge, complete and perfect. So Maharishi Ayurveda has more effectiveness because of the purity. So on a more concrete level, what is really the main difference? The main difference in Maharishi Ayurveda is that we work with three levels of life. Imagine a tree with a crown, the trunk, and the roots. The crown means we have a physical level of creation with our body, environment, the universe, the planets. We have the trunk, that is the mind, the mental, emotional level. And then we have the roots, that is a level of pure consciousness, our soul. So when we are talking about Maharishi Ayurveda, we have all three levels. So we are having actually our main emphasis at the root level, consciousness. So the main emphasis is all the technologies of how to help everyone get back to their own consciousness. Because every one of us, we have inside an unbounded ocean of consciousness, an infinite reservoir of infinite intelligence, infinite creativity, infinite unbounded silence, and unbounded dynamism. Everyone has that, and this is our root. But not everyone has access to that. Maharishi Ayurveda provides the technologies to gain access to that. Other kinds of Ayurveda and in this area can be mixed with anything, and in most cases have more emphasis on the physical and the mental, and not so much emphasis on consciousness. So that will be the main difference from the general principles. And when we get down to a concrete example, then in ordinary Ayurveda, most of the massage treatments are quite fast, quite hard, quite quick, and they're done by one person. Whereas in Maharishi Ayurveda, the treatments that we give, they are very slow, they're gentle, they're soft, they're kind, they're respectful, caring in a completely different way, and they are done in synchrony always with two different technicians working in synchrony. So this is a concrete example. Does it resonate with you? Does it make
Beautiful. I
sense?
love it. I love how you gave and you gave many examples, right? What the difference is. And I really like the core example that we go back to the self, because the source is so important. And this is very important when a society, a big community, a country is about to expand in wealth and in prosperity. And you can have all this prosperity, but if you don't know yourself, then how are you going to enjoy that prosperity? And how are you going to witness everything that is beautiful and blessed? So it's very important to know the self. It's very important to be rested so that we can enjoy more and enjoy our own wealth, our own prosperity. So this link for our country is very important. And just not only for our country, for anybody. So this is beautiful.
And I really agree with you in what you're saying, that materialistic prosperity, materialistic progress remains empty and meaningless unless we also have that inner wealth, that inner richness of our consciousness fully blossoming, fully expressing itself, and giving us that wonderful experience of life where we have happiness in everything, stillness with us, peaceful inside, and complete balance.
Oh,
That is what
beautiful.
Maharishi Ayurveda is offering, really.
Beautiful. This is you summarized it so beautifully that all the wealth is empty. It means nothing if you are not complete, if you cannot enjoy it. So the goal of life is to enjoy 200%, as Maharishi said. So this is so beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So yeah, the goal was to have a small talk, and I think you have given a lot. Is there anything else that you want to give us?
I wish for the country of Suriname that everyone should be happy, everyone should be healthy, everyone should have a long life in success, unfolding their inborn infinite creativity and infinite intelligence, living a life in abundance, in freedom, and in higher states of consciousness. It means having a greater intelligence, greater intuition, having a greater insight, having more tolerance, empathy, compassion with everyone, and using that materialistic abundance to help others.
Beautiful. Perfect. I think we will end right here. Thank you so much. I want to say Jai Gurudev. to
Jai Gurudev.
this beautiful knowledge you have given. Thanks to Maharishi and his master. Thank you so much. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev.